Hi, my name is Nur Shafika binti Muhammad Farouk. I'm from University Technology Malaysia. Well, today I'll be presenting to all of you about how to plan a labor in a construction project. Everyone knows the person who works for the company or firm is called a worker or employee, right? So now, what do you understand about the labor? Before I start to discuss an important point in this topic, let me clarify the terms of labor in this industry. Laborer is the person who works in manual labor types, especially in construction industry and factory industry workforce. It is also called a direct worker. They do a physical work which need energy to perform their work, such as bricklaying, pour concrete, and operates the machines, and so on. Labor planning means getting the right persons with the right skills, competency, and experience in the right job at the right time. Usually, labor is planned before the commencement of construction work by using a software which produce a work program or scheduling a workforce. This is already practiced in Gerbang Nusajaya. They use a Microsoft project to drafting and planning a work program before a construction activities on site starts. It is the site manager's responsibilities to ensure the site has an adequate workforce, whether it is a laborer or subcontractors. Major things to consider before we start to plan a labor, we need to know what is the numbers and types of site workers required, how long the time taken given to complete the project, and third is, will current and compensation package attract sufficient craftsmen. First thing first, to plan a labor on site, we need to estimate the cost of labor. The labor cost components of building project often range from 30% to 50% from total overall cost. In some condition, it can go as high as 60% from total cost. Labor cost can be determined by two factors, which is monetary and second is productivity. The formula for computing the total cost of labor is quite simple. It's require knowledge of the total hour of laborers needed to perform the work and apply it to the corresponding wage rates. Generally, the wage of construction site workers are accounted on daily or hourly basis. Second things, to get the right number of workers required on site, we need to ensure the size of the project and the nature of the work. How many times will it take to complete the projects? For an example, if the project is constructing a high-rise building, it requires much more number of workers to complete the job, or maybe in some condition, it needs an expertise or special skills of workers to work for the sites. The skills of worker also important to decide the availability of worker required on site. All the laborers or subcontractors might have different skills such as carpentry, electrician, plumber, or installing specific type of equipment. Let's say the size of the project is larger and it needs a big number of special workforce, so that every types of skills should have minimum around 6 to 7 numbers of expertise being placed on site, and each of them might be working together as a team. As a case in a point, by referring to the first point in my discussion, company need to calculate and estimate the budget cost for labor and expense incurred to hire labor depends on the size of the project. Let me end my discussion with the last tips to plan a labor on site. In planning the site worker, we need to know the job site productivity not only depends on the skilled or unskilled worker or a labor cost, but the suitable working hour for the persons who might accept the job is also an important thing to consider. Labor who are fatigued will underperform every time they do their work. If they are overworked and not getting enough rest, the productivity rates naturally decrease. Thus, an execution of effective working hour influence the productivity at the site project. The break time given for the labor working on site are much more rather than them working in the office because they need more physical energy to perform their work. To sum up, the planning of labor is very important for all industry. If the optimum labor use not considered in the organization, it may be leads to increase the labor cost, reduce for the work efficiency, and might delay in the completion of work. So thank you.